ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. Sri Ramakrishna. A man gets rid of all desires when he has perfect knowledge. He becomes like a child 5 years old. Sages like Dattatreya, Jadabharata had the nature of a child. As we grow spiritually, we become simple. The dark nights of the soul go one by one, and new light, new dimensions we enter with new light, new awarenesses, new experiences, which is unimaginable to human existence. Maximum we have enjoyments of the world what we have seen. That's all each enjoyment of the higher levels of consciousness is unimaginable dimensions. It is entirely where sense enjoyments are totally eliminated, and because senses have small capability of enjoying, it can enjoy pleasures for a moment. Next moment it doesn't exist. Eat something, a momentary. Same thing you go on eating continuously, it brings dukkha. The stomach is empty. Even then you can take one glass of coffee, but there is capacity to fill 15 glasses of coffee. But second cup itself, you feel no, enough. Suppose fifth glass of coffee will start making you, stomach is empty, but you can't enjoy that. It says no. Same first cup of coffee, how much it was giving enjoyment, it is decreasing every moment, and it becomes dukkha. After this is the capacity of man's. Similarly, any enjoyment, seeing something, hearing something, all sense enjoyments are like that. We have only senses to enjoy, and each sense has so much of limitation. But when you transcend it opens up the infinite capacity to enjoy, because limitations are removed. What enjoys is not the senses, the indweller. It is receiving through a small hole. The mind is catching and carrying it, and the self is experiencing a small amount of, with all pain and suffering, bondages, it is experiencing few drops of enjoyment. When these limitations are removed, you don't want to enjoy through the senses. Small holes, capillaries seeping is gone away. The capillaries are removed. You will huge torrents. It is like the water which was coming through a huge pipe, 1 foot diameter, is passing through a small needle, injection needle. Now, when this obstruction is removed from the whole 1 foot pipe, this joy starts flowing. There is no comparison between the enjoyments beyond the senses and within the senses. Mind also has capacity. Every bit of our existence, bodily existence, has limitations and capacity. and these are removed, the ocean flows out from your within and from without, making you sink in the bliss, Ananda Sagara. So here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, when you get that spiritual, no other desires. A beggar is moving about with small, begging small $1, $50, and all somewhere. Suppose a man gives him all his property, a fine house to live, millions of dollars in it. Will he ever go for begging? He no more wants. He becomes a master who can feed all the beggars. Like that is you no more seek the worldly enjoyments. The child which is keeping every toy with so much attachment, the other child comes, it doesn't want to part from it, doesn't want to show even, for the fear he may take it away. Such a child, when he grows, becomes a student of college, studying in higher classes, or finishes his education, will he ever sit with the toys and play again? Never. He cannot play anymore with the toys because he overgrown them. And he has higher enjoyments which doesn't make him to, even if he is hungry, he will not have biscuit fallen on the street. So like that, the spiritual dignity makes him not to seek anything of this world. The external sheets covering the soul becomes calm. No inner force, nothing to show off, nothing to hide. Kapata is hiding what I am, and Damba is I am displaying what I am not. Damba and Kapata. I am not something which I want to pose before others, but I pose myself to be a good man, this, that and all. And all my dirt within, all bad things, I hide and keep. This aspect goes away. When this goes away, what remains is simplicity. So simple, so humble, so childlike, innocent. People playing tricks over him, you will not understand. He takes it to be real. So, simplicity, humility, and childlike nature, innocence dawn together in his heart. He will be moving about freely without worry, like a 5-year-old boy, Sri Ramakrishna says here. A man gets rid of all desires because of the fulfillment he is getting elsewhere. When he has perfect knowledge, he becomes like a child, 5-year-old boy. Sages like Dattatreya, Jadabharata had the nature of a child. They were like children, sitting with all children and playing. They are themselves as they are. When a child comes, he exactly starts behaving like a child. A man of wisdom comes, he is full of wisdom. He is, whatever nature comes, he adopts that nature. When he moves about in the world, a old man comes, he is sitting with the old man and exactly like old man, consoling him, experiencing his pains and pleasures, giving him company at his old age, and at all places he will be calmly moving about. unassuming but matching with everyone, as if they are seeing in him their own reflection, giving them great peace and joy awakening from within. So, the sages like Dattatreya Jadabharata had the nature of a child. Yeah. One hears about them, but there were many others like them that the world does not hear about. Meera, thousands of Meeras came, realized God as Meera did, and went away from this world. Only one Meera was brought to the world to show the path to the people. How many saints came and went away unnoticed, like plants that grow beautiful flowers in a forest, fine fragrant flowers in a forest, offers all of them back to nature. You can see, if you enter into forest, varieties of flowers and fruits. You don't even know if it is fit to be eaten or not. So many varieties and so many things. Such a beauty. If you stand on hill of a top of a hill and look at it is like Mother Nature is sleeping with various colors, clothes wearing. When you enter the Himalayas, at different seasons, you will see different types of flowers coming up in the same valley, and whole thing is flooded by green flowers, yellow flowers, different colors of flowers. You will not be able to. Why this? That season can be known by that particular plant coming out and giving flowers. So whole pattern will be changing. So this transformation constantly happens. This we don't hear because there were many who came and went. So many people come and go. Like a flowering plant, you see in Himalayas they say don't go to certain places. It is so capturing, that fragrance itself and the beauty of the flowers is, you slowly go mad and you don't want to come back. Oh, this is heaven. I want to be here. And they sit in a corner. The story as the night comes. The cold, the whole atmosphere will become frozen like. The brain also freezes, and that person will no more be in that life. So that such a maddening fragrance, it is offering to the nature. It is a nivedana for the prey. He came, lived, offered, and went away, unknown to thee. Similarly, many came, realized, and went away. When I used to go, I was in Himalayas. Often, at least once in a fortnight, I would just go when the weather is clear, go to the higher levels, climbing up. Morning, we start and go, getting frightened whether I would not be able to come back or not, because once if you miss your path, you cannot find your way again. You are getting lost in a forest. Like that, we slowly making some marks on these trees, and here there we go so that we'll be able to come back and see some caves and search whether some sadhus are there living. Many have come back during their early age, and whole life they have spent there calling on God, searching for God, leaving all the things of the world, all enjoyments. They have come here in search of God. What would it be? Oh, how many might have realized and gone away in that? Because of their dedication, because of their sacrifice, the whole life given unconditionally to God forever. Never they turn back into the world and think or look, oh, I might get some enjoyment someday. No, no more. So, many have come and one is brought in front of it. Master, yes, the jnani gets rid of all desires. If any left, it does not hurt him. Like suppose a person had a desire to eat some sweet meat or drink a little, take little rasam or some item, it doesn't harm his bhakti or jnana. It is momentary, appears and disappears. At the touch of the philosopher's stone, the sword is transformed into gold. Then that sword cannot do any killing. Just so, the jnani keeps only the semblance of anger and passion. They are anger and passion only in name and cannot injure him. He shows anger, next moment he has forgotten he has shown anger and the person has done something. And he is totally erased, deleted from his awareness forever. If he goes and says sorry, for what? Again he has to remember. To that extent, it is just an appearance and disappearance. They are anger and passions only name and cannot injure him and injure others. M. Yes, sir. The jnani goes beyond the three gunas. As you say, he is not under the control of any guna, sattva, rajas or tamas. All the three are so many robbers as it were. The three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. One is cognition, to recognize. One is rajas, activity, and one is tamas, materialistic tendency. A person has become like matter. He is not easy to move about nor seeks anything. Rajas is where he has come out of that material like nature and is filled with desires, running about to acquire things and enjoy things. Rajas. Sattva is his attained calmness. External things are calm and quiet. And internally he is searching for the eternal peace and bliss. These three sattva. The person who is even sattva is not there. A day we have to transcend the sattva also and enter Trigunatita. The seeking, being in peace, seeking eternal peace is sattva. Now, eternal peace is beyond sattva, rajas, tamas. This peace is again that may make you slip back into rajas and tamas. But after crossing that barrier of sattva also, no more chances of his coming back. He is in ocean of bliss as bliss. So, Master, M is telling jnani goes beyond the three gunas. All these three, sattva, rajas, tamas, are so many robbers as it were. Sri Ramakrishna is referring to a story told by Sri Ramakrishna earlier. Master, yes, one must assimilate that. Assimilation is different from hearing and understanding. When it reflects in the life, tell truth, he heard, and what happens when he tells a truth and all that is explained is understood. But to tell truth at all times is assimilation and making it raptagata, to become it a habit, habitual spontaneity. It must become in him to tell the truth. When his master says it must assimilate, one must assimilate that. Yeah. In this world there are perhaps not more than 3 or 4 men of perfect knowledge. Master, why do you say that? One sees many holy men and sannyasis in the monasteries of the Upper India. Perfect knowledge, there are so many are hidden. They don't even display, even though at their old age, they don't display any knowledge. They are simply, when you go and sit at their feet, they ask you, will you take tea? And again they close their eyes and are constantly communing with the great joy and bliss they sit. So one who displays by lectures this, that and all, they don't do. That's why the modern man thinks in 2 ways. Who is experienced, it may be hallucination, and another who doesn't express is, he doesn't know. Why do you say that one sees holy men and sannyasis in the monasteries of Upper India? Yeah. Well, I too can become a sannyasi like one of those. The master fixed his gaze on him and said, by renouncing everything, what can man achieve unless he gets rid of Maya? What will a man gain by merely becoming a sannyasi if he cannot subdue Maya? M is telling, Thakur says, so many sannyasis are, renunciates are there, and he says, I too can become a sannyasi like that. Master, gazing, by renouncing everything, they are in different pages. What will a man gain by merely becoming a sannyasi if he cannot subdue Maya? Both remained silent for a few minutes. Sir, what is the nature of means when Thakur Sri Ramakrishna becomes silent? It means, he has some basic root difference. That is, he has to begin giving instruction, calling and guiding at a different level. Now, I am going on developing something and sees he has not got the place in the root. Where from I am developing, he has not understood. The development is going on, it is taking an argumental way of discussion later on. When he understands, he doesn't know principle yet. Thakur becomes silent. He will be waiting for next occasion to tell. Begin from there. Here is the missed link. He has missed one link because of he is not getting he is not able to understand it. I have to replace that missing link. Hmm. Both remain silent. Both are remaining silent. Uh, Why Thakur has become silent? He has become silent and watching. Him. Sir, after little while, Sir, what is the nature of divine love transcending the three gunas? Master, attaining that love, the devotee sees everything full of spirit and consciousness. Love that makes him see the reality. To him is Krishna is consciousness, and his sacred abode is also consciousness. Krishna is conscious, Krishna Dhamma is consciousness. To the devotee too is consciousness. Bhakta, Bhagavan and Bhagavata. Everything is conscious. Every few people attain such love. Love is, Sri Ramakrishna is explaining ecstatic love. What is the sign of ecstatic love? He sees when it reaches ecstatic love of God, he is the highest state a man can attain in the path of love. At that stage, he is no more human. It is purely divine, looking at the world, which is everything is divine. A divine, when we attain to divinehood, you'll be seeing everything divine. So we are getting transformed to see divine everywhere. When the ecstatic love that makes me forget my body, ecstatic love is where I forget myself totally. Just like as much I forget myself, my bodily existence in sleep, so much he forgets the world and his own bodily existence to become one with the other hand. So he is pure self consciousness and seeing everything consciousness. He is in the, just like when you enter into dream world, there is your dream personality and dream world alone is there. Of this waking is not there. Of the deep sleep it is not there. Like that, when you enter the world of spirit, spirit alone is there. I am spirit and all this is spirit. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.